Welcome to the high school. The goal of this video is to help prepare you for the differences that you'll encounter between the middle and high schools, and to guide you to find people that can help you when you need it. High school is a crazy time of life, and I want to make sure it's a great experience for you. This video will address four major topics. We'll talk about important faces at the high school, communicating, discipline, and managing the semester. Let's start by meeting some of the faces that you'll see around the high school. We'll begin with a short message from our director, Ms. Georgina Frias.
Hola, buenos días. Bienvenidos a todos ustedes. Va a empezar una nueva etapa que es su etapa en high school. Yo soy Georgina Frías y soy su directora a partir de 9º grado. Me va a dar mucho gusto compartir con ustedes diferentes áreas, desde lo que es la parte académica hasta la parte personal. Me encanta platicar con ustedes de sus ideas, así es de que seguramente van a vivir en high school una experiencia diferente. Vamos a platicar con muchas personas que ustedes tienen que conocer y que están trabajando junto conmigo para que ustedes tengan una etapa muy feliz en high school. Bienvenidos a todos.
You will also have the chance to meet our vice principal, Ms. Erika von Rosfield.
Hello, I am Erika von Rosfield and I do welcome you to the 9th grade. I will be looking forward to meet all of you and let's all of us have fun together. So see you next semester.
She manages academics here at JFK High School. And I'm Mr. Jacob, your Dean of Students.
Hello and welcome, 9th grade. My name is Mr. Jacob. I'm your Dean of Students here at the high school. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you all. Welcome.
My job is to help guide you to the best people to answer your questions or figure out your concerns and work out any discipline issues.
Hola, bienvenidos a High School. Soy su consejera del siguiente año. Muchísimo éxito con el cierre de octavo y bienvenidos a esta nueva etapa.
That's Cynthia, your grade psychologist. You should also get to know our excellent office secretaries, Carla and Asia, who will help you with the day-to-day issues.
Hola, soy Carla Guerrero, soy la asistente de High School. Bienvenidos, aquí los esperamos. Hola a todos, soy Asa Rodríguez y les damos la bienvenida aquí a la prepa.
Let's talk a little bit about communication here at the high school. The people you will be spending the most of your time with are your teachers. Your teachers are here at the high school to teach you, guide you, and help you learn. You will be interacting with your teachers all the time. What's the best way to get in touch with your teachers? Your best option is to talk to your teachers face-to-face when you have questions or you need help.
Hi, Jacob.
So, Sebastian,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, not really good. Because
Why?
I got a serious math and I don't know why.
Wow. Have you talked to your teacher yet?
Not really. I don't know.
Why haven't you talked to your
Right.
teacher yet? Yeah. You need to talk to your teacher first.
Using your school Google account to email your teachers is another option, but this communication needs to be timely, appropriate, and professional. For example, you don't want to email your teachers right before a due date. Email is a good way to get in touch, but teachers are not going to be checking their email late into the night. If you have questions, it's always best to meet face-to-face. What if you have a concern or issue with a teacher? Some concerns might come up over a grade, assignment, or other communication. For example, you need to always make sure you talk to that teacher first. After that, you can come to me, who will help you to find the best person to talk to. Sometimes that person will be a head of department. What does a head of department do?
Hi, I'm Kayla. I am the science department coordinator. My role as head of department is to observe other teachers, coordinate the schedule, and as a 9th grader, you can come talk to me if you have an issue with a teacher that you have already approached them and talked to them and tried to resolve that issue with them, and perhaps it is still unresolved and you need someone else to help mediate the situation.
Here at the high school, we have Stage 1 and Stage 2 discipline, just like the middle school. Stage 1 discipline isn't always the silent seat. Sometimes, if your behavior doesn't fall into the class norms and regulations which are discussed in each class at the beginning of the year, you might be asked to move your seat, be redirected through limited choices, or lose a privilege. All of this could be considered Stage 1 discipline, and a record will be kept. If you happen to continue to make behavioral choices that don't work in the classroom, you will be asked to leave and head to Stage 2 with Mr. Jacob. Why might you be sent to Stage 2 with Mr. Jacob?
3 strikes, okay? First strike, I grab your attention. Second strike, if you keep not paying attention and speaking, you move your place. And if you keep on, third strike, you're out. Stage 2, you go directly with Miss Jacob.
What happens in Stage 2 with Mr. Jacob?
I'm Patricio Arellano, and I've dealt with Mr. Jacob several times before about disciplinary issues. And basically, Mr. Jacob is a very strict person, but he's a very nice person too. So whenever you get sent to Jacob's office, you're obviously in trouble, but Mr. Jacob knows how to manage this, and he talks with you. He tries to know the reason behind what you did, not necessarily what you did. So he talks with you. He shows you what has to be done about the problem. He presents you the consequences, and then obviously you have to take the consequences and accept them. So whenever you're in trouble with Jacob, you shouldn't worry that much about dealing with him. You should worry about the problem, but not dealing with him, because he knows how to manage this sort of stuff.
Make sure you do not have to visit Mr. Jacob to talk about academic honesty. Academic honesty will be discussed in English or Spanish class, but some of the things that could be considered academically dishonest might include copying a friend's work, taking ideas word for word from others' works online, not properly citing your sources, taking pictures of another person's work, or using a device to gain an unfair advantage. The consequences for academic honesty are very serious and stay with you for all 4 of your years at the high school. Mr. Jacob will also work with your class attendance. And let's talk about attendance for a minute. And let's clear a few things up. And something like this could lead to this.
Good morning.
Your class time is sacred here at the high school. Some of your classes might only meet once or twice a week, so it's essential that you're always there. Missing class without justification will lead to some natural consequences, like falling behind in class and receiving a 0 for the work that was done that day. If you miss class without justification more than once, you will lose your privilege of managing your own absences. Of course, if you're sick, your absence will be justified. For that, you just need to bring a justification to ASIA. All of your absences count towards your absence total. What are some other things about managing the semester that you need to know? Here at the high school, each semester is divided into 3 grading periods or months. Grades at the high school can come from classwork, homework, projects, assignments, exams, and attitude and effort. At the end of each month, your classes will set a monthly exam, which could be a big part of your grade. At the end of the semester, you may have the opportunity to exempt some of your semestral exams. If your 3-month grades average to higher than an 86%, then you will not have to take the semestral exam for that class. If your average is below that 86%, you will need to take a semestral exam, which is worth 50% of your semester's grade. After this, if your average for a class is still below a 60%, you will need to sit for an extraordinary exam. If this happens, you will get more information about that at the time. This is an example of a weekly schedule for a 9th grader. Remember, you may only miss 2 weeks worth of any given class. So, for example, if a class meets 2 times a week, you may only be absent for 4 times before you will encounter attendance problems. In 9th grade, English, speech, chemistry, and world history are taught in English. Spanish, math, Historia de Mexico, Cívica y Ética, art, physical education, and guidance are taught in Spanish. As always, we are here to make sure that your high school experience is as excellent as possible. Please feel more than welcome to talk to us about any questions that you have. We're all very excited to see you here at the high school soon.